Alright guys, we are back for more of my 2026 St. Patrick's Day special. We just did a game of Mario Party Superstars for the Nintendo Switch, and that was a whole lot of fun. We played a game on Spaceland, and we were able to pull off a fantastic win on that. So, for our next segment, we are going to be playing Super Mario Party Jamboree for the Nintendo Switch. Let's see how we're going to do on this game. And this special is almost done as well right here, because we'll only have one more segment left after this. Alright, let's have a great game. But anyways, I'm going to play as Yoshi for this one, since it is the St. Patrick's Day special. Alright, time to set off for adventure in the hot air balloon. I've got a Mario Party course. Put stair party rules. Okay, so anyways, as for which board that we're going to play on here for this segment, let's play on Rainbow Galleria. Alright, looks like we're taking on Rosalina, Burrow, and Toad this game, and we're going to have the computer players on normal difficulty. Alright, let's make sure my party settings are good to go. So we're going to do 15 turns, we'll have the bonus stars on, and we'll turn off the motion controlled mini games. Alright, looks good to me, and let's go! Alright, let's see who's going first. Alright, I'm going first this time. That's awesome. Alright, so I'm going first, then Toad, then Rosalina, then Burrow. Alright, where's the first star gonna be? It is right there. Alright, let's get this party started.
Here we go.
And we start off with a 5. Alright, Toad's turn. Eight. And he's gonna get 9 space. He gets himself a 10-coin steel trap. Alright, over to Rosalina. One. She does get herself a lucky space. And she also gets a 10-coin steel trap. Alright. Alright, now it's on to Burrow. She gets a 1 too. So that means she'll also get that lucky space. And she ends up getting 7 coins. Alright, here comes her first mini game. It's going to be a 4-player mini game to start off, and we are playing Snag the Flags. Let's do this. We're in the last couple flags. Oh, I see one right there. Alright, let's gotta find one more. Doesn't matter who gets the last one, because I'm still gonna win it right here. Okay, there it is. Alright, we end up with a total of 22 points. Alright, we do move into the lead first place. Now it's time for turn 2. Alright, 6. Alright, let's go that way. And I'm gonna go this way since it is quicker to the where the star is. I'm going up the escalator. So we're gonna lose coins on the red space, but right now I got just enough for of the coins that I need for the star. Alright, so Toad's gonna place his 10 coin steel trap over there. Alright, 2. Oh, now he gets a lucky space. A warp box. Alright, now Rosalina's gonna use her 10 coin steel trap. Alright, she's gonna put it over there. And it's gonna be a 10. Alright, she's going up that escalator now. And she's also going to lose coins on the red space. Alright, let's see what Burrow's going to get now. 9. Alright, she's going up that escalator as well. And she also gets a lucky space. It's going to be a 10 coin steel trap that she gets right there. Oh, already a bonus mini game this early. Alright. So, we're doing a 2 versus 2 mini game. And what do we have? Shadow play. So I'm pairing up with Rosalina on this one. Alright, here we go.
Round 1.
Alright, that's 1.
Round 2.
Oh, darn it. Toad and Burrow got that one right before us. Okay, there we go. Alright, one more point and we win. Oh, what the? How did Toad and Burrow get that one? Alright, all comes down to the last round. Okay! We still got it. That was close. Alright, let's go into turn 3 now. Ah, dang it! Now this time we roll a 1. That is not too good right there. Alright, Toad gets himself a 3. Alright, 7 for Rosalina. She's buying a markup sticker, oh boy. She's also going to get a stamp as well. Alright, looks like she's getting a custom dice block on the item space. Burrow's placing down her 10-coin steel trap. And she's going to put it over there. Two.
Minigame.
Alright, let's see what our next minigame is. Got a 4-player minigame for this. And it's Carousel. Sorry, one of my personal favorites on here to play.
Start.
Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, well there goes Toad. Rosalina's out. So looks like it's down to me and Burrow. All starting to speed up. Alright, we got it. We definitely survived that one very well.
New turn.
Okay, it's on to turn number 4. Got a Jamboree buddy in play, and that is Wario. All of us are pretty close to Wario, so there should definitely be an easy chance that we can do his showdown minigame in a little bit. Alright, we're going to get ourselves a 4 this time. Hi, we gotta go over here. I'll gladly buy something from the item shop. Alright, I think I will get myself a custom dice block. Alright, there's my first stamp. Ah, shoot. We unfortunately lost coins on the red space. But on the bright side, we do get a hidden block. Alright, 10 coins. That's not bad. That's a 1 for Toad. And he's buying double dice. He does get a lucky space. And it's double dice that he gets right there. So literally had 2 sets of them for what he got in 1 turn. Alright, Rosalina's bringing out her custom dice block. Going with the 9. Oh! Turns out I was actually wrong for what I was saying earlier, because I thought Rosalina was close to Wario right here, but it turns out she was actually right past him. I didn't realize that. But, looks like Rosalina's getting the first star of the game.
You got a star.
Ooh, nice.
Alright, where's the next one? It's right there. Okay, Rosalina gets a lucky space. And she gets a warp box. Alright, Burrow's getting an 8. Alright, she's buying a custom dice block. Now she gets her first stamp. And she's also going to make it to Wario. Alright, showdown minigame time.
Showdown minigame.
So Burrow does get the advantage since she made it to Wario first. Alright, playing Wario's Buzzer Beater. It's absolutely one of my personal favorite showdown mini games. Alright, here we go.
Start. Round 1.
Alright, which has more? I'll go with the bombs. That's right!
Round 2.
Alright, which one's the longest? I'll try this one. Oh, not quite. Chose wrong, but it's okay. Alright, round 3. Alright, which one is different? I think it's the first one. And I got it!
Round 4.
Alright, how many coins are there? 13. Got it right! Alright, now this next round's for double points. Which one is different? Oh god, I'm just gonna guess this one. Ah, darn, what's the second one? It was hard for me to tell right here, all because of those wheels going by very fast. Alright, right now Burrow's burying the lead by 2 points, but we still got a chance at this. Alright, where will we stop? That one. That was very easy. That was the only one that got it right.
Round 7.
Alright, which has more? I'm going with that one. Got it.
Round 8.
How many coins are there? I'm gonna guess 10. Oh, there were 9. That was one too many on that. Oh well.
9.
Alright, which is the missing piece? think it's this one. Oh no! It was the one on the far right. Alright. Alright, which has more? We're also back to double points. We gotta try to make this count. I'm going with this one. Yes! Got it right. And I barely win that showdown minigame by 2 points. That was kind of lucky right there of how we pulled it off. Alright, Wario's now my ally. Now Burrow's landing on an unlucky space. But she only has to give up 3 coins, so it kind of acts like a regular red space right there, pretty much. Alright, anyways. Time for our next minigame. This is 2 versus 2. I'm pairing up with Burrow. Rocky Rope Race. Alright, let's do it.
2, 1, go! Finish!
Alright, we got it! Simple as that.
New turn.
Alright, on to turn 5. And we got a flash sale going on right here for this turn as well. Everything is basically half off their normal price during the flash sale. Alright, got 5 coins there for Wario. That's pretty sweet. Alright, let's see what we get here. 2. Alright, I'm taking item space. Alright, I'll sell for double dice. And we can trigger it again since Wario's with us right now. Alright, we also get ourselves a mushroom. Alright, looks like Toad gets a 7. And now he has a stamp. But he's gonna take away Wario from me. Oh wow. Now Toad's landing on an unlucky space. He has to give up 5 coins. He's gotta trigger it again since he just took away Wario from me. And he has to give 5 coins to the last place player, but he's the one in last, so he's instead going to give those to the player in 3rd place, which is Birdo. I see that Toad is down to no money right now, so it's very unfortunate for him. Now Rosalina's using that markup sticker on me. Alright, Rosalina gets a 2. And now she's seeing the Spoo over here. Oh, she's taking away some of my coins. Oh well, it's okay. And we have to give up 8 coins. Bro gets herself an 8. And she just landed on a Bowser space. She has to give up 10 coins. Alright, that does it for the flash sale.
Minigame.
Now on to our next mini game. So for this one we have a 1 versus 3, and I'm pairing up with Toad and Burrow. On again, off again. Alright, let's see how we do.
Start.
Oh boy, it's all up to me. Gotta try to focus.
Finish.
Okay, we got it! Awesome. I was able to do a very good job surviving on my part.
New turn.
Alright, let's go to turn 6. Alright. I guess we'll go ahead and use the mushroom. Alright, 9. And we have 5 on that mushroom for a total of 14. Alright, so I'm gonna go this way. I am going to be just short of the star right here, but because of the markup sticker that Rosalina used on me on the previous turn, if I were to get to that, I would have to pay double the normal price for it, so it doesn't really matter about that. Alright, so while I do have enough coins to steal away a star, I'm not going to do that right now, because I want to save up the money that I need right here to get one for myself. Alright. Let's take away some coins from Rosalina. I got 12 of them. Alright, we do get to do this again right here. Alright, so I think this time I will take away some of Birdo's coins. Oh, 14, okay. Alright, I'm also getting myself another stamp. Well, I am going to be just short of the star. We're landing on chance time. Well, let's see how well this does go for us.
Chance time.
Alright, it involves Rosalina first, and it's also going to involve Birdo. And what will the result be? Alright, looks like Rosalina has to give 30 coins to Birdo, but Rosalina only has 6 to lose. Alright, at least the markup sticker's gone on me now. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. Alright, 3 for Toad. Alright, he gets himself 15 coins.
Let's go.
Rosalina's getting a 3. She is going to be getting herself a stamp right there. Oh, Rosalina just took away Wario from me, but even so, she didn't even have any coins to get a star, so nice try. And because she has no money, she cannot take that elevator either way. Alright, she gets a 10 coin steel trap right there on the item space, and she can't trigger it again since she just took away Wario. And she gets another 10 coin steel trap. Oh boy. Bro is going to use her custom dice block. Alright, looks like she's going with a 9. Ah, dang it! She's taking away some of my money right here. And we lose 17 coins. But we have plenty of money with us right here, so I'm not really going to worry too much about it. Another stamp for Birdo. Well, looks like Burl's now gonna get herself a star. It's a shame I came that close to it right there, but it is what it is. Alright, anyways, the next star is going to be right there. Oh, bro, it's gonna take the elevator.